Alright everybody, let's continue on with this game. Jikoronpa, Laments of Isolation. Where were we? Here? On the way to the ballroom, Asuka managed to distract me from my thoughts. There were still a few people missing when we arrived, but before long, everyone was in the ballroom. Almost everyone anyway. 9, 10, so everyone is here besides Rio, if my count is correct. Do we know if he is alright? He's fine in a physical sense, I mean. He told me to rather avoid thinking about the motive. Part of that whole not thinking about the motive thing would be avoiding any meetings about it. I see. I will attempt to check up on him later then. I do hope we are able to have him reunite with the group in the future. Me too. I miss our horror talks and stuff, you know? But as long as he doesn't do anything rash, I say we let him do what helps him. Anything rash? He's already gone well past that. Even if he does something rash, I believe we should try our best to reunite him with us all once he's ready. Most warriors benefit with the assistance of one another, yeah, but time to himself may help him regain his vitality and honor instead. I see, perhaps you are correct. Anyhow, to begin this meeting, Colette would like to give some context for why she and I planned it. I mean, I get why, but I'm still pretty tired. I didn't even get my recommended intake of nightmares per night. Recommended intake of nightmares? Who recommended that? Oh, you should meet him, Kihara. He's tall, has bright orange hair, and is incredibly annoying. Agreed. Anyway, yeah, I guess most of you can kinda guess what this is about. I got a folder, one of those folders Dia was talking about. It was terrifying, even by my standards. Terrifying? Did it contain the type of information we expected? Dark secrets and villainous pursuits? Yeah, pretty much. Figured somebody like me could handle reading anything like it, but seeing the proof scared the hell out of me. Proof? What kind of proof? Well, before I answer that, did anybody else get one of those folders? Might be easier to explain with some help. I took a deep breath. We don't have to mention the information itself or who it centers around, right? At least I hope not. Well, I found a yellow folder on my desk this morning. When I opened it, I saw a lot of different things. News articles, photos, I didn't look through it all, but there was a lot. I got one too. I had similar proof in the form of written letters, copies of checks, and printed out emails. What you get as proof probably depends on whatever the info is about. I got some photos and articles too. Wait a moment. Yeah? This is merely to inform you, but I also received one of those folders this morning. I didn't open it before I came here, so I cannot elaborate. Don't ask me about whatever was inside. I swear if any of you bother to ask ridiculous questions, I will regret admitting that in the first place. So, 4 of us in total received these folders then. This isn't good. Dia was thorough with this, weren't they? How did they manage to do all of this? Wait a second, what if the proof is, I don't know, fake? We know we can't trust Dia. They could have forged some shit to make us all treat each other like crap. Nah, it's probably all real. What? We can fact check with ease. I'd expect that most people would know about their own dark secrets. And you all received recorded videos of your loved ones a while ago. It's not like they don't have the resources to get this kind of dirt. As much as I wish to deny it, I believe Tsubaki is correct. Dia is capable of much more than we can even comprehend. Surprising response from you. Eh? How so? Last I recall, denial was common from you. Well, denial isn't completely wrong. A grim outlook on everything hasn't conquered any war before, has it? Whether we deny it or whatever, I'm still confused about something. About what? The whole personal information meant to get us killed thing? Seems pretty clear to me, Cherry Pie. If you want, I can sneak into that brain of yours and clear up any confusion, but there may be side effects. Side effects? What kind of side effects? Dunno. Anybody who's taken me up on my offer hasn't lived to tell the tale. I'm not even gonna acknowledge whatever comes out of that dumbass's mouth. But only like 4 of us got whatever these folders are, right? The Gremlin, Shortcake, and the other 2. Why only a few of us? Doesn't it make more sense for Dia to, I don't know, do the same thing as last time and chuck all the stuff at us at once? Dia did mention something about that, how every day from now on, a few of us will receive this information. I expect that Dia intends to cause more tension amongst the group this way. That and paranoia. By revealing only a few pieces of information a day, those who are still safe may harbor a growing anxiety, which could lead them to act in an impulsive way. The fear of the unknown and the constant what if are both important factors. There are two sides to this motive that may cause somebody to murder. The first and more obvious is information revealing somebody to be a threat. For example, it's possible they may be a traitor or a criminal. Somebody may kill that threat in fear for their life. The second is somebody not wanting others to see their information. They may commit murder to avoid the possibility altogether. That makes a lot of sense. Now that I think about it, what could be in my folder? Have I done anything Diak would consider terrible? Arguing with my brother, plagiarizing when I was a kid, being an outcast in my small town. Would those be awful enough for Diak to include? Is there something I'm forgetting? What do you mean? These little fun facts are supposed to be big, epic conversation starters. Huh? Dia? God damn it, not this freak. We're busy. You can make incorrect and time-wasting remarks when we're not discussing. Such disrespect. You are also ungrateful. And I was going to answer a few questions too. Answer them and leave. Fine, what a pity that the guests I treasure so much gang up on me so often. I wanted to start with just a few icebreakers, you know? If all these fun facts and tidbits came to light at once, it'd be chaotic. You know how teachers teach kids to raise their hands and wait for their turn? It's like that. Be polite and bond together like the nice guests you are. Yeah, I've heard better excuses. You're terrible at this. But taking turns and bonding sounds fun. Are we sure they're lying? Either way, we aren't going to share the information we get. I don't get that. Wouldn't it be safer for every mortal if we were to not keep everything secret? I disagree. If a murder does occur due to the first possible motive you can describe about a threat, it'd be more difficult to catch the culprit. Everybody would know who the threat is. Oh, assuming each person gets one folder that's not their own, with no duplicates, then that may make catching the culprit much easier. What's all this talk about threats and secrets? You guys don't want to share the information? Oh my, I apologize for us rejecting your idea, Dia, but it seems we may not think it is a good idea to pursue. But if you're not lying about desiring for us to bond, then I would be willing to collaborate with. Fine, I'll just have to start the fun myself. In a split second, Dia dragged one of us into a tight embrace. What? Get off me! Get your arms off! Did you all know? Our very own Fuyuka received some interesting facts about our beloved frog admirer. Shut up! Get off of me! I'm happy to reveal that Asuka's been generous enough to support all the wonderful systems of the Dia Mansion. What the hell are you talking about? You know very well about your parents' wealth, my dear Asuka. You even suggested that they fund their little project here. Remember begging them to fund it, saying that you've never wanted anything more, that you'll be willing to do anything if it meant they'd help to fund it? What? You know what I'm talking about, Asuka. The Dia Research Institution. How did you know? I know everything about you. I know everything you've ever done, everything you want, and every mistake you've made. But now you'll be able to share this fun information with your friends here, won't you? Isn't it a wonderful opportunity? What a shame you've gone silent, but hey, so have all my other guests. Have fun, everyone. And then they left. Asuka, what was Dia talking about? The Dia Research Institution? What the hell is that? I can explain. I have to explain. Then explain, damn it. Dia said your parents sponsored something? What did they fund exactly? What did you tell them? I don't know. Until now I couldn't remember, but... Lamest excuse in the book. You forgot? I don't know. Don't look at me like I'm a fucking criminal. Right, whatever it is, Dia's telling a bunch of lies or exaggerating everything. We know how cruel and villainous they are. Asuka themselves has confirmed the validity of my folder, albeit in a confusing way. I read everything and it's true. The Dia Research Institution is an institution that conducts research on a variety of topics. Asuka's parents funded it a heavy amount. There may be a reasonable explanation. Exactly. What if the institution was lying about what they'll use the money for? Isn't that possible? Asuka's parents were in heavy communication with the institution. According to what I received, they knew exactly what they were funding. They knew all about the sacrifice system, the death game, and everything else. There is proof. Wait here, I'll go back to my room. I'll get the folder. Before we could say anything, Fuyuka had left. Somehow I remember asking them, but shit, why is my memory of this so fucking blurry? But you admitted it. You admitted funding everything here. Don't believe Dia's bullshit, okay? I can't explain, but that doesn't fucking mean... I know it's possible Dia didn't tell the full truth. I know it's possible that something isn't right. But the facts... Asuka. Hikari, you know I wouldn't do a fucking thing like this, right? Right? I backed away. Even if part of me wanted to believe Asuka, I couldn't control my own body. Most of the group moved away from Asuka at around the same time. Only Ike and Toshi stayed close to them. Shit, everyone don't fucking do this. Don't fall for the crap Dia is trying to pull. Every day we've spent here, you've been nothing but argumentative. You've hardly done any favors for yourself in gaining our trust. We shouldn't make any assumptions still. We should listen to Asuka, give them another chance. They're right, we can't have a repeat of the war last time. A repeat, huh? There's proof this time, though. Exactly. Fuyuka entered the room, folder in hand, as the argument went on. Listen careful. We haven't even seen that proof. Fuyuka could be lying, too. What if you're a villain, too? What if you're forging your own proof? You never liked Asuka. You're the one working with Dia, aren't you? You're the traitor. You're grasping at straws now, Toshi. This is getting pathetic. It's not pathetic. It's pathetic how you're all willing to gang up on Asuka like this. They haven't done anything wrong. None of you are acting like honorable warriors. Every single one of you have done the exact same thing. You've all started arguments, insulted people, and done terrible things. You're no better than Asuka. We haven't forgotten how you almost made us vote for the wrong person, Toshi. It was because of you trying to protect somebody, like what you're doing now. Your whole protection thing risks more lives than it saves. That doesn't mean anything. I had to. I never needed your protection. Nobody here has ever needed it. Don't pretend you're some hero about to save us all. Please, Toshi has the best intentions. He wants to assist us all. You're the same as him. You're deceiving yourself in exactly the same way. No matter your attempts to reunite, no matter your attempts to bond, no matter how good your intentions, you are all completely deceiving yourselves. You shouldn't care about what happens to one another. You're only waiting to be the next. Asuka pushed past the two people in front of them. Huh? Asuka, wait a moment. What are you doing? Ike's attempts were futile. Asuka ended up grabbing Kazuki. Shut up, like your lifeless and cold ass knows anything. You've never given anything a chance. Don't act like you know anything about us, you pathetic leech. Let go of me before you regret it. You're constantly a pain in our side. Stop acting so rash and stop screaming whatever ridiculous thoughts enter your head. Your attempts to help others never come to fruition. Your attempts to defend your beliefs end in death threats. You're always moments away from escalating to physical violence. You should stop speaking for once. Learn to be quiet before somebody decides to make you the next victim. Shut the fuck up. I don't fucking care if I'm the next victim, alright? Maybe you're right. Maybe our group would be better off if I'm found dead. But that doesn't fucking change how pathetic people like you are. Maybe we'll both be better off being the next corpses, huh? As Asuka screamed, somebody pushed them away from Kazuki. Toshi was in front of Kazuki in a protective stance. Asuka, no, don't do this. Don't stoop so low. I'm sick of this fucking leech, Toshi. I'm sick of him pretending he's so much better than us. But that doesn't mean you can threaten his life and hurt him too. That makes you just as awful as him. I'm trying my best to defend you and support you every day as fellow warriors, but you don't make it easy, Asuka. Then stop trying so fucking hard, damn it. I never asked you to defend me. Give it up and give up on me. Toshi looked like he was about to say something, but then he turned and ran. Wait, Toshi, come back. Damn it, why did I fucking do this? Out of his fantasy world at last. Now we can finally realize how pathetic a warrior you are. Damn it, be quiet. I don't need you to fucking talk down to me. Just, you'll regret this, damn it. Asuka chased after Toshi. Now there were only 9 of us in the room. We stood there in silence. Nothing could stay alive here. Nothing but tension. Everyone's attempts to unify, to plan, to defend each other, it all ended in a constant cycle of suspicion. The cycle that killed him last time. What shall we do now? I'm unsure. Even if I did have an idea, I promise to no longer lead. Please, Miss Kageyama, we need something, anything to hold on to now. I'm not going to go through that again. Turn to somebody else. I've always wanted to be somebody who could lead, somebody who others see as worthwhile and passionate and capable of great things. I've always wanted to be somebody like Fuyuka. I think I have a plan, or something a bit like that at least. Whoa, that's a bit surprising from you, Petals. What is it? It might be good to... No, I know it would be for the best if we kept whatever information is in our folders to ourselves. If anyone has any concerns or questions about the contents of their folder, meet with the person who you have information on. Not thinking that one through, are you? Or do you want us to be strangled in an isolated meeting location with somebody who'd have the perfect motive? Let me finish. I'm sorry, No, be firmer. Don't apologize no matter how bad you actually feel. Fuyuka wouldn't apologize. Listen to me. Meet with that person and listen to their point of view. Whatever you've read, it could be out of context. There could be a good reason for what happened. Dia could exaggerate it with vague proof. No matter what it is, listen to them. Please. And don't go alone. If you fear for your safety, bring one person who you feel comfortable with being there. I see. If I had somebody's information and I had a question about it, I should bring a witness to see that person as a form of protection, correct? That's right. It's against the rules for a third party to witness the murder. It would be risky for anybody to make a move. Damn, you got this figured out. Did you get a mini Fuyuka in your head or something? Why the hell would she want a mini Fuyuka? I already have a pathetic piece of shit attached to me every second of every day. Can't imagine how much worse it'd be if she was in my head. Thanks for the suggestion, Cherry. I wasn't fucking talking about you. I was talking about the other piece of shit I'm around all the time. So you've met one of my clones. Shut up, gremlin. Huh, you two truly make me smile. What? We make you smile? Who wouldn't smile at how adorable you get when you're angry, Cherry Pie? You're going to regret saying that, Seinosuke. That's the point. I'm ready to be the world's sturdiest punching bag. Please don't literally turn yourself into a punching bag. Too late. Can't wait to read the article he writes about his own death by biker. I watched as everyone started talking amongst themselves again. It was sudden, as if what I said had brought them back to normal. But as I looked beside me... Good job. Huh? You took control of the situation. I did. I only did what I think you'd do. I helped you do this. I told you I would. I guess you did. After some time, everything settled down as best it could. The meeting ended, so I returned to my room. I should have some free time for a while. What should I do? Hang out with the others. Let's see. Backstage. What, no Fuyuka? Where is Fuyuka? Wonder why they aren't here. Oh well. Hang out with Kazuki, sure. Hanging out? What do you mean? Try to explain Kazuki that I wanted to spend time with him. It wasn't very successful. I think Kazuki and I have gotten a little closer today. Do you require my assistance at all? No, why do you think I need something? Because otherwise, interacting with me will be a waste of time for both of us. Huh? Talking to you won't be a waste of time for me. How so? I'm not particularly fond of social interaction or have anything worthwhile to say, so I don't think even the usual purpose of fun would be reached with you talking to me. Oh, well, so you have no answer as expected. I may try to see if I could use this time for something more meaningful. Goodbye, Hick. You didn't let me finish. I want to learn from you. It's not exactly true, but better than feeling guilty for not getting through to him, right? Huh? Learn from me? Please elaborate. Yeah, you mentioned how you design clothes a time before, so I want to learn a little bit about that. And you may have not known it, but I spent weeks searching online for clothes that would look good together for this outfit. If I were to learn a little bit about designing on my own though, maybe I wouldn't have to waste so much time. Yeah, using the Kazuki catchphrase is sure to reel him in. I see. I suppose teaching another person about what I do know may further progress my own skills as well. I'll teach you, Hikari. You will? I can't wait. It'll be so cool to learn from somebody like you. It was initially a little fib, but now that I'm actually going to, I'm a little excited. The world won't be ready for my endless collection of flower-patterned outfits. Though I had not prepared anything for our current lesson, so we may have to wait until next time to truly commence, unfortunately. That's alright, maybe you can tell me about how you get inspiration instead. I suppose I can do that. I am inspired in a few varying ways. reading fashion articles online, designing something after specific prompts, etc. However, the thing that usually inspires me the most are fictional characters. Fictional characters? You know, I didn't really imagine you being the type to be really into anime and video games and stuff, honestly. I'm not that into that kind of stuff, but I do like a few slice of life anime. Slice of life. That type of media is one of the few types of fiction that hardly inspires me. The outfits are simply mundane. The fictional characters that do inspire my designs are more often from anime or games of fantastical genres. The character designs are often more out there, exploring different accessories, color schemes, and styles that we may commonly see in real life. It also helps that the designers, more often than not, like to incorporate a lot of thought and effort into each design, making it undeniably represent the character at their core. I don't create many unrealistic outfits myself, of course, as that would often take more effort and materials than it's worth, but I do try to include a few varying factors to make my design stand out, such as Kazuki proceeded to take several minutes explaining the usual procedures of his designing. It was interesting, but definitely a lot. But eventually he finished what he was saying. I don't usually talk that much. How strange. It's not strange. It shows how passionate you are about all of this. It amazes me how much thought you put into all of it. I suppose, but still. When you're so unused to non-online social interaction, it's strange to have to use your voice. Huh? You only interact with others online? Yes, I discuss different designs on forums often. I also take commission work quite frequently. That makes sense, but because you go online a lot, doesn't that mean you don't go out at all, right? You don't leave the house? Not even go to get fabric? Or to get groceries or something? I have most of what I need delivered. I'm really concerned for you, Kazuki. Don't be. I'm perfectly aware of my limits, and I have no need to distract myself from my work for longer than what is necessary. I have to consistently make progress on something somehow. If I waste any time on anything else, Hikari, I would be wasting my life. The worst thing I can do is realize how little time I have left to do what I need to do. If you're sure about that. I am. In any case, I believe I have spoken to you enough about how I get inspiration for my designs. I will start planning on obtaining materials from my room for our next meeting time. Goodbye. And without another word, Kazuki left. I know I shouldn't be pushy, but it concerns me that Kazuki apparently never leaves his house. Is there a reason for that? Does it have to do with everything else being a waste of time? Maybe I can find out more. I might be in over my head, but there has to be a reason. Why is everything a waste of time for him? Soon I headed back to my room. Past the time, but I still think I have some more spare time. What should I do? Hang out with the others. Let's go for Kazuki again. I'm interested about what the next part of his story is. I see you returned. Hopefully your interaction is of use to me. Kazuki mentioned his expertise in different art forms. I learned that he has experience with a lot. Baking, interior decorating, painting, sculpting, and even more art forms that I can hardly remember. I think Kazuki and I have gotten a little closer today. I have disappointing news, Hikari. Disappointing considering it's you. I'm guessing either somebody died or you lost a sewing needle. It would be truly terrible to lose one of my precious tools for sewing, but thankfully that has not happened. Right. That was supposed to be a joke, but that did not go how I expected it to. Anyways, what's the bad news? Is it related to you teaching me about sewing? Yes, unfortunately, I requested Dia's assistance with gaining new fabrics, a second sewing machine, a new set of sewing needles, an assortment of colored thread, and... And? How much did you really need? I needed quite a lot. Long story short, they insisted I was too demanding. Well, to be fair, that does sound like a lot of materials. And those I associate with deserve the best quality of things. Whether it be an individual who requests clothing that helps them present as androgynous, a child who needs a new Halloween costume of a monster they designed, or something else. This is the one thing in my life I will take seriously and make no mistakes on. To assume otherwise is a disservice to my efforts and skills. Wow, I knew you were passionate, but I didn't really know how far that really stretched. Only death would stop my efforts in improving my skills, Hikari. From anybody else, it would sound like an exaggeration, but it does make me wonder what made you so passionate in the first place. Care to elaborate? Oh, I consider myself pretty passionate about flowers, but that's not even close to the amount of drive you have. So I'm a little curious what made you so passionate and driven about this to begin with. Ah, I see. That tale is intertwined with two different beginnings. I can listen. The first is regarding my own identity. I had many struggles with discomfort and self-perception when I was very young. I rarely felt comfortable in my own body or with how others saw me and referred to me. At the beginning, I had been ashamed of such feelings, so I kept it to myself. But in private, I borrowed the clothing of my parents. The garments didn't fit me, but I thought of a ridiculous solution to that conundrum. By that wording, I'm guessing you caused some trouble. I did something similar when I was young, stealing my brother's boots and coats a lot and imitating him. I think I often said something like, "I am a nerdy Naoki." My experience was somewhat similar, I suppose. But since the garments didn't fit, I ended up using scissors to cut them. I cut one of my father's suits to fit me, and I felt happy. I did get into trouble afterwards, but thankfully, it ended up being one of the suits he had been planning to get rid of soon anyway. Oh, I get it. Clothing helps you feel more comfortable with yourself, right? Correct. Although I eventually discovered that the clothing I wore was not the primary source of my discomfort, it did help me overall on the path to discovering myself. After such an incident, my parents took me to thrift stores whenever we were able to afford it and encouraged me to mix and match potential outfits. Thrift stores, right. It partially inspired my love of designing creative outlets now, though not my love of sewing in particular. I'm glad your parents supported your hobbies. That sounds absolutely amazing. I bet they'll be so proud when you become an awesome and famous designer one day. I suppose. Huh? You seem sad all of a sudden. Did I say something wrong? I must have said something wrong, damn it. Why do I always do this? Why do I always say something so stupid? Maybe I can repair this somehow. Kazuki started opening up and I don't want to continue messing everything up. What should I do? I have to do something. Maybe I should talk about my own passions. With how often he likes to talk about his, it'll probably be a topic he likes, right? At least I hope so. Anyways, that sort of reminds me of how I got into gardening. And I'm pretty passionate about it too. It's nothing compared to you, of course, but I'd be nothing without it. It gives me a sense of purpose sometimes. It gives me something to look forward to distract myself from the outside world. When it's me and my flowers, looking at them as they sprout out of the ground or float away in the wind, it's amazing. I see. I didn't know that somebody could match my amount of passion. Huh? No, it's nothing like that. Hikari, now that I know, I'm confused about your character, your actions. Confused about my character? I don't get it. Let me think. I'll get back to you. Before I could understand what Kazuki was talking about, he left. Ooh, interesting. I'm really confused, but maybe I can get an answer next time. Soon I headed back to my room. After passing the time, I felt hungry and decided to head to the kitchen for a snack. I didn't run into anybody on my way there. Oh shit, it's raining. Uh-oh. This is not gonna be good for the recording. Yeah, maybe I should edit here. I should prepare for work too. So yeah, this is Jikoronpa, Laments of Isolation. Oh boy, who's gonna die? If you want to try the game for yourself, the links are in the description. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourselves.